You wash your hands every day, you brush your teeth, take showers, and take care of your hair. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you really thought about your feet? Most people don't. We take them for granted, assuming they'll always support us, keep us moving, and never cause us problems. But here's the truth. Your feet go through more stress than any other part of your body. And if you neglect them, it's only a matter of time before they start causing issues. Cracked heels, fungal infections, foot odor, pain, these aren't just small annoyances. They can lead to serious discomfort, infections, and even mobility problems as you age. Yet, foot care is one of the most ignored parts of personal hygiene. But don't worry, taking care of your feet doesn't have to be complicated. In this video, I'll show you why clean feet lead to a healthier life and how you can keep them fresh, strong, and pain-free without putting in extra effort. So if you care about your health and want to keep moving comfortably for years to come, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I share practical tips that help you take better care of yourself every day. Now, let's get started. Most people assume that if they shower regularly, their feet are clean. But here's the truth. Just letting the water run over them in the shower isn't enough. Your feet spend all day trapped in socks and shoes, sweating, rubbing against rough surfaces, and collecting bacteria. Think about it. How often do you really scrub your feet, dry them properly, and check for any issues? Probably not as often as you should. And that's why so many people end up with foot odor, infections, and painful cracks in their skin. When you don't take care of your feet, bacteria and fungus thrive. That's how athletes' foot, toenail fungus, and dry, cracked heels start. And once those problems set in, they're not just uncomfortable. They can take weeks or even months to get rid of. And here's something even more serious. If you have diabetes or circulation issues, foot neglect can lead to dangerous infections. A small cut or blister can turn into a major wound that won't heal properly, increasing the risk of serious complications. But the good news is, these problems are 100% preventable, and it doesn't take much effort. Let's talk about why taking care of your feet isn't just about hygiene, it's about protecting your overall health. Most people don't realize it, but foot health is directly connected to overall health. When your feet are clean and well-maintained, you don't just avoid infections. You also improve circulation, reduce pain, and even make walking easier. Think about how much your feet do for you. They carry your entire body weight, absorb shock with every step, and help keep you balanced. But if you're dealing with dry, cracked heels, fungal infections, or foot pain, suddenly, even the simplest movements become uncomfortable. And it doesn't stop there. Poor foot hygiene can affect other parts of your body. Bad circulation in your feet can cause swelling in your legs, infections can spread to other areas, and foot pain can even lead to back and joint problems because of the way it changes how you walk. That's why keeping your feet clean isn't just about avoiding odor, it's about keeping your entire body healthy. The good news? It only takes a few simple steps to make sure your feet stay clean, comfortable, and problem-free. Let's go over exactly what you need to do. Taking care of your feet doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, just a few small habits can make a huge difference in keeping your feet clean, comfortable, and free from infections. First, wash your feet properly, and no, just standing in the shower and letting the water run over them doesn't count. You need to actually scrub them with soap and warm water, paying special attention to the soles, heels, and in between your toes. This removes sweat, dirt, and bacteria that can build up throughout the day. Next, dry them completely. Many people skip this step, but leaving moisture between your toes is an open invitation for fungus to grow. A few extra seconds with a towel can prevent weeks of discomfort from athlete's foot or fungal infections. Moisturizing is just as important. Cracked heels aren't just ugly, they're painful and can become infected if left untreated. After washing, apply a light, unscented moisturizer to your feet, focusing on dry areas like the heels and soles. But here's something many people don't know. Don't put lotion between your toes. It can trap moisture and lead to fungal growth. Now, let's talk about your toenails. Keeping them trimmed prevents painful ingrown nails, which can cause infections if left untreated. But there's a right way to do it. Always cut your toenails straight across, not rounded at the edges. This prevents them from growing into the skin, which can be extremely painful and difficult to fix. And finally, pay attention to your socks and shoes. Even if your feet are clean, wearing dirty socks or damp shoes will make them smell almost immediately. Change your socks every single day and choose breathable materials like cotton or bamboo to keep your feet drier for longer. When it comes to shoes, avoid wearing the same pair every day. Rotate them so they have time to air out. By following these simple habits, you can keep your feet healthy, fresh, and pain-free. But what if you already struggle with foot odor or other common foot problems? Don't worry. I have some easy fixes for that too. Even if you wash your feet daily, foot odor can still be a problem. That's because sweat, bacteria, and dead skin build up inside your shoes and socks, creating the perfect environment for bad smells. The first step to preventing foot odor is making sure your feet stay dry. Sweat itself doesn't smell, but when it mixes with bacteria, that's when the odor starts. If your feet sweat a lot, try dusting them with a little baking soda or cornstarch before putting on socks. This absorbs excess moisture and keeps your feet fresh throughout the day. Your shoes also play a huge role. If you wear the same pair every day, they don't have time to dry out, which makes odor worse. Try rotating between at least 2 pairs of shoes and letting them air out overnight. If your shoes already have a smell, sprinkle baking soda inside and leave them overnight. It works like magic to absorb odor. Now, if you have dry, cracked heels, you're not alone. Many people suffer from this, and it can be painful if ignored. The best solution? A simple foot soak once a week. Warm water with Epsom salt or a splash of vinegar softens the skin and kills bacteria. After soaking, gently exfoliate your feet with a pumice stone to remove dead skin. Then apply moisturizer to keep them soft and smooth. And if you're struggling with itchy, peeling skin between your toes, you might have a mild fungal infection like athlete's foot. Don't ignore it. It only gets worse over time. Use an antifungal powder or cream and make sure you're keeping your feet clean and dry. Taking care of these small issues early prevents bigger problems down the road. But the best way to avoid foot problems altogether is to make foot care part of your daily routine. Let's wrap this up with a quick recap. Your feet do more for you than you probably realize. They support your body, carry your weight, and absorb the impact of every step you take. And yet, they're one of the most overlooked parts of personal hygiene. Neglecting your feet doesn't just lead to bad odor or discomfort, it can affect your overall health. Dry, cracked heels can become infected. Foot pain can make it harder to walk. And untreated issues like fungal infections can spread if ignored. But here's the good news. Keeping your feet clean and healthy is simple. It only takes a few minutes a day, but those few minutes can prevent pain, infections, and long-term problems. So let's do a quick recap. Wash your feet properly. Don't just let the water run over them. Dry them completely, especially between your toes. Moisturize to prevent cracked heels, but avoid putting lotion between your toes. Trim your nails the right way, straight across, never rounded. Change your socks daily and wear breathable shoes. Soak your feet once a week to keep them fresh and healthy. It's that simple. A little attention to your feet goes a long way. Now tell me, when was the last time you really took care of your feet? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more simple self-care tips. Because at the end of the day, a healthier life starts from the ground up. Take care, stay fresh, and I'll see you next time.